Hey, it's Dustin with the Davidson Group with episode 23 of Real Talk. It's been a couple of weeks, but this week we're going to talk about the process for showing buyers homes. It's pretty simple, just something I thought I'd share with you all as far as what I go through, whether it's a habit or a process or whatever we're going to call it, whenever I show properties to buyers. So depends on if we're looking at one property or multiple, right? But really, ideally, I like to show up a little bit ahead of time. Whether it's a vacant property, a lived-in property, or a staged property, I want to get acclimated with the home. But I show up, get the doors unlocked, front, back, downstairs, upstairs, wherever there would be doors to in and out of the home. I like to get those unlocked. I like to turn on every single light. I do this for the purpose of showing the home in its best state possible. It allows for everyone to come in and just view the home as it is. They don't have to worry about flipping on and off switches. They don't have to worry about phones going off. They don't have to worry about any of those type of things because we keep it real here at the Davidson Group. So we're going to carry on. I get acclimated with the property, right? So most properties, 3-bedroom, 4-bedroom, 5-bedroom, whatever they are, I get acclimated with the feel. I pull up a seller's disclosure on my phone if available. I have an app called Land Glide so that I can look at property lines, and I'm ready to have the buyers show up. So I can be as prepared for them as possible. I can answer any questions they have. I can give direction for wherever direction may be given, and really just allow them to come in to view the home, but more importantly, to see if that home would be a perfect fit for them or not in their transition, right? The goal is to allow themselves to see themselves there. To see their home versus not. So I like them to take in the rooms, I like them to see the spaces, and really just be there as of assistance. There are certain pieces that I make sure to point out if there's a uniqueness to the property or if there's something there that they may have not caught. But really, it's not about guiding them through room to room. It's not about taking them on a tour that's set and promoted in a specific way. It's about them coming into the home, seeing the home the best it can possibly be seen in that moment, and then being there of service to answer any questions that they may have. Obviously helping them in and out, and then as we finish up, going back through, checking all the doors, checking all the lights, making sure we can secure the property. But it really just allows for an easy transition. Buyers get to come in, they get to see, is it a yes or a no? If it's a yes, what type of things do we need to work through? Is it set perfectly, or are there things we're going to change and manipulate? Does our furniture fit? The whole nine, right? Answering questions that the seller may have left for us, like the edge of the roof, HVAC is big, are there any issues with the foundation? And things like that. Insurance claims, those are always big questions. But we're there and we're ready to do. Also, if we're on a larger piece of property, everyone wants to know where those property boundaries sit. Or if we're in town and there isn't a fence, for instance, they want to know, hey, if we put up a fence, where would that go? Or, hey, I need a shop, or I need an outbuilding, could we build that here? So having those apps up and available so that, again, I'm just there of service. I think it allows me to, one, mentally prepare for the showing, right? To envision the flow of the home, to envision how they'll receive it as well. But then two, if there's questions to be asked, I have all the tools. I have everything, all the resources at the ready to ask. And then if it's not there in the information, then I can reach out to the listing agent to get that information for them. Sometimes we can go into a showing and we can spend 45 minutes to an hour if it needs it, right? If it's necessary. Sometimes you show up at a showing and there's an agent there in front of you and there's an agent there behind you, and you're literally rushing through the property as quickly as possible because there are so many people looking to be in or looking to see that property. So it's important to set things up and to have that set process there. It's the little things, I think, that allow for that buyer to enjoy and to really see, is this home for me or not? Versus, hey, here's the house, you can check the lights or not, I'm going to stand here by the front door and hope it goes well. Right, I like to control as much as I can, or control the controllables. Anyways, just a short little real talk, talking about my process, talking about things I do whenever I show homes. I enjoy it. I enjoy showing homes. I'm one where I can look at homes all day long, but I've found that most buyers, they get showing fatigue after 3 or 4 houses, right? So there's a process whenever we look at multiple homes too, making sure that we don't allow homes to cross over or become jumbled into one another. Hey, I like that kitchen, but this bathroom was great. The backyard here was perfect. We really like to keep the focus on 1 or 2 homes at a time and never go above that. Some people are able to keep up and look at homes all day long. Others really start to show that fatigue after 2 or 3 or 4 homes. And so I have to be mindful of that, especially when we're in the beginning stages of looking. Something I'll often tell people is if you're buying, especially as your first purchase, sometimes it's important just to put your feet indoors, right? To go look and see what's out there, to see what's available, because you may have lived with your parents or lived in an apartment or lived in a rental home, but you've never really thought of home as a place that would be yours. And so you don't really know what you're looking for, what to ask for until you get your feet in. And so sometimes that's our objective. Let's just go put our feet in homes, with or with not the intention to write an offer to move forward. It really comes down to the client, and it really comes down to what their need is in at that moment. I am an advocate for being there wherever they're at in the process. We've talked about this before, but they may come in and they're not looking to do anything for 18 months to 2 years. They may be coming in and it's like, hey, I need to get a house today. And so I take that into consideration and build our strategy behind that. Anyways, if you were looking to get into the market, as we wrap up 2021, rates are still great. We still have inventory coming to market at a more rapid rate than we had in the past. So I think right now is a perfect time for buyers. If you're looking to make a transition, I think it's set up perfectly for you. There's not as much competition. We have more properties coming to market. The rates are low or relatively low, even though they're going to continue to rise. So I think the outlook is good for the next few months. Reach out to me. I'd love to connect. I'd love to have conversation and really just build that plan out for you. It's Dustin with the Davidson Group. Hope you have a great week.